Oh, hi. Welcome everyone for the Friday Energy Focus of the Week for February 13th through 19th, 2026. I'm Leslie Romine, and I'm here with the founder of Transformational Tools, Arlene Arnold. And we're here once again to look at what is up for the month, the energy, and also for this week, and then to do some fun individual readings for people. So be sure and let us know if you're new and if you'd like a reading. Welcome. Hi, Arlene.
Hello, hello.
All right, we're going to start today with our theme for February. And
All right, let's get it up here.
yes, it's called Hang On. Transformation can be messy. And isn't that the truth?
Absolutely. I'm finding it very messy.
Yeah, can be messy. And it's kind of, you know, I've gotten a kick out of just knowing that that's our theme for the month because it it acknowledges the things that we're finding that are coming up for us, and it's like it almost makes me giggle because it's like, oh yes, that's true, and here we are again, and so it's fun to have the readings because for the week as well because we're this is a great overview, and the weekly readings really help us to listen and learn about what we can do on this particular week or what energies are with us and helping us through this time. So, how fun is that?
Yes, I always look forward to Fridays.
Yes, me too. So, our luminary for February is Mosaic, and it is the number 10. Uh, and this is the message for this week. The created tapestry of form and beingness that comes from the source invites you to open your heart to that which is different or new. Listen to what resonates to your soul with understanding. The new can be what is now beneficial to you as you listen from the heart. As I was contemplating that, I just thought about, sometimes new things and lots of new things are happening right now. And to our lives, things are changing and adjusting and being a little different than they've been for a while. And um, listening with understanding, and asking yourself, what resonates with me? What draws me? What is in my heart? That really is important, I think, for right now, to be able to say, you know, I can embrace this new thing because I know I can feel and I can see that probably this is good for me. And I feel if you feel that and you see it, then saying yes to that um, uses your soul understanding. And I just like that. And those things can be beneficial to us.
Yeah, definitely. I just was thinking that this is Friday the 13th, and, traditionally people think it's an unlucky number. Actually, 13 is a really wonderful number. It's part of the advanced higher frequencies. And Mosaic is 10, which is just starting into those higher numbers. And one of the things that I was thinking about is this tapestry of form and beingness. I love that. And I was thinking about how all of us are a part of that tapestry. Each of us, our energies are in that tapestry. And that each of us is so important. We're important in the design of this tapestry, and that together we are evolving and bringing this world into its highest and best self. I was listening to Pam Gregory this morning of what she's talking about with the uh, astrology, and by the 28th, I think she said we're going to start seeing a lot of things falling apart. So we want to be sure that we're aware of that, because that could throw you off, but that's actually a good thing, because it means that that's going to make room for what is new and what I believe will be the highest and best of humanity. It's going to take a while before it really takes, but it certainly is why we came into this life at this time. So this mosaic luminary is just such an important one to remember. We're in this all together, and that we are creating something so beautiful together. And I hope that people understand that as you see the things that are breaking down and the craziness out there, just say, oh, we must be getting closer to what's next. Yay.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for um, talking about what is and what is to come too, because those changes are in the cards, so to speak.
Yeah, for
uh,
sure.
yeah. Okay, so our color card for this month is Lesson in Red. And today, burnout was the one that came up. And it says the lesson here is that you might spew out so much energy that there will not be time to replace it. Burnout can result. Your body can feel used up. Recognize this: the body needs to slow down, find rest times without losing your enthusiasm. Take steps one at a time. And I know for myself and others that I've spoken with, um, there are times lately that we really need to rest, and our body lets us know. And it says, okay, that's enough, and you need to just you need to sleep, you need to rest and regather your energy. And I know for myself, when I do that, I get up and I have it really does help my energy to regroup and refresh, and then I can take on the next task. And uh, so I don't want to be total so burnt out that I can't function at all, But and I know others have said, "Wow, today I need to lay low," or "Today I'm going to rest in the morning, and this afternoon I'm going to do my activities." It's kind of planning for those times when the energies either become so much that it shifts our ability to meet them, or that we are processing our own um, things that come up and we need some refreshment before we go on. And I know, Arlene, you said you've uh,
Yeah, I've just been
too.
journaling. Yeah, I've been journaling with my body because I've had a lot of symptoms, and a lot of times these symptoms are because we are feeling into the changes that are going on and the body hasn't caught up, which is all the more reason that we don't want to get into burnout. And then, the picture that I have here, it just shows you what's there when you don't go into burnout. You have resilience, because that is also what red will give us when we've learned the lesson to take care of ourselves. And one of the things that I found in working with my sinus, I've got sinus congestion, and it's less now than it was earlier because of the writing that I did, the journaling. And what I got was that there's a lot of irritation in my sinuses. And so I was just checked in to see what that was about. Well, it's irritation with what's going on in the world and how people are being treated and all that kind of thing. But the thing is, I have to recognize that, again, like I was saying, this is part of the breakdown of what was, so that there's room for what the new is. And uh, checking into your body gives you the understanding of how you can help the body. So, one of the things I did was to use the colors. Some of you have taken our courses on complementary colors, and I used that to clear out some things. But I also used the card for the week that's coming up, which is sweetness. And I asked sweetness to come in and fill in these places where I had this sense of irritation. So I think, we have the tools. Let's just remember to use them. And I have to tell myself that too, because it's easy to get moved on and then not do what you can do to help your body and to help yourself.
Mhm. Absolutely. Yes. So let's look at our luminary for this week, sweetness.
I love this
Isn't that
one.
beautiful? The numbers, the sacred geometry numbers associated with it are 11 and 33, both master numbers. And the colors are bright and beautiful. And here's the message that came through for this week. Open your heart to the sweetness of life. It is available for all. I open the back of your heart to let in the sweetness of life. I dissolve any fear of being vulnerable. Let my song soothe you. It is the hum of the universe. And I imagined this twirling when I was watching it, and just humming, having this hum of the universe, and um, we have a teacher that part of her uh, work is to hum a lullaby, and it kind of goes, mm, mm, and she just does it over and over. And that's what I just thought. This is kind of like the hum of the universe, kind of like a lullaby to tell us you're you know open to the sweetness. It's here. So.
I love that one. And you know what I was what highlighted for me was vulnerability, because in a time when things don't feel safe and they're moving really fast, vulnerability is hard to come by. Instead, we put up barriers to try to feel safe. But what came to me was that vulnerability is really important, because that's one of the ways that we get in touch with our inner selves and our inner knowing. And so, if we just use discernment as we're going into vulnerability, we'll be okay. We'll feel safe, and we'll feel like that we can handle whatever is there. So, as we open our heart to sweetness, we can just ask for that discernment, so that we know that we don't have to believe everything's around us. We can look at this as a process, like I've been talking about today, that this is the time to recognize that things are going to be falling apart, because they have to, in order to make room for the new. So, and sweetness is part of the new. It's that beautiful energy that just loves everybody and everything. And then, if you notice, there's a lot of yellow in there. And that yellow gives us discernment. That yellow helps us to really get clear about what's true and not be taken in by what's not true. So, surrender yourself with the loving presence of sweetness. I think that that's part of it, is just letting sweetness in, instead of having such barriers up that we aren't letting in that which can uh, bless us and be with us.
Mhm. Yes, I definitely see that clarity there. it can help so much when you're not sure and when you just allow that discernment to let you know. Thank you for reminding us of that. Um, okay, the color card for this week is Strength in White. Strength in White. Ooh, beautiful. The strength in white comes from its power. This is the power that comes from divine love. Seek out answers from a higher source. With the strength of white, you know without a doubt you are supported, cared for, loved, and assisted from the depths of the universe. With this power, you reflect the nature of love in all its aspects. I'd like to have you speak to that, Arlene.
What I wrote down this morning was with this power of white, you have unending possibilities. There we talk about black has all the pigments of the earth and it has all the possibilities in the human plane. White has all of the colors of the light and it has all the possibilities of the cosmos. So when we are working with this strength in white, it is a powerful way to bring love and light into the world in a conscious way because it's always here, but it's focusing on it so that it becomes part of what we experience here. And I thought, what a wonderful combination between the sweetness
Yes.
luminary and this color card of the strength in white. I mean, that is just so helpful in a time where we're in the midst of messy transformation. So
Mhm.
um, I'm really glad that those are the cards that you picked out for the week. The next thing that I'd like to do is to share with you the card that I picked out of Cindy Renz's Oracle deck that she just finished, and she's only done a few decks because she's done it as pictures, and it hasn't been done, uh, published in a published way. But I want you to see this beautiful card. And I love what it says. It says, "Today, hold light in the shadows." And that so fits because we got the strength of white, let's just, and we have this sense of this light, this white light. So why not just hold this light in the shadows? Now, by shadows, it's any place where things are being hidden. It's any place that we haven't paid attention to, like in the body. We are here to pay attention to what that is so that we can bring light to whatever it is that has not been taken care of, has not been acknowledged, has not been brought into the light. So I love that. Thank you, Sid.
Yeah.
Sid's here today, and I thank you for what you've brought to the world. It's just fabulous. This is Sid's
Mhm.
art. Each one of these cards, I don't remember how many there are, but there are a lot of them, and each one of them is a painting that she did that is in a photo. So it's just beautiful.
Mhm. Thank you, Sid.
Yeah,
Beautiful. Yeah, and how fitting this fits with today of bringing that white light.
yeah, I love that.
Mhm. Mhm. Do you have some updates for?
Yes. Oh, we have some wonderful things coming up. Next Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, we have our intuitive circle. I love that because the intuitive circle helps you to practice increasing your intuition. It's you can bring something into the circle that is you're concerned about, and the group will tune in to see what kind of messages they get, what kind of help they can suggest to you. And this And then the other one is a week from next Thursday is Journal with Your Knowing Self, which was what I did this morning, only I journaled with my body, which is part of what you can do there as well. And all of this allows us, both the intuitive circle and the Journal with Your Knowing Self is practicing listening to this, all of this information that we have inside of us. And if we get focused too much on the day to day, we miss these beautiful messages that are inside of us. And when you're in a group, it's so much easier to get clear messages. Plus, when the group is helping you by giving suggestions, pretty soon you get a picture that really can help you with the information that you need for healing or for emotional issues. It can be things that are happening in your life, whatever. It's just wonderful when you have other people bringing their energy to it. So I wanted to tell you these upcoming events. If you will go on our website, transformationaltools.com, and then look for newsletter, or you can just do transformationaltools.com/newsletter. And each of our monthly newsletters are up there. And the current one, it'll take you to that current one, and there you will find the different things that are coming up. The other thing I really want to emphasize is this is really the time to join our community called the Vortal. Each of these things that we're putting out that I've talked about are free to those who are on the Vortal, and it's just $7 a month. So even one of these, if you paid for it, it would be more than $7. So this is an opportunity for you to have constant possibilities of getting together with people who are in a process just like you are, and people who really care about the people that come. And you just feel like there's room for you in exactly how you are, even if you're having a hard time, or it's most especially when we're having a hard time that it's really nice to be in a group like that. You want to add anything, Leslie?
Um, no, it's except that it's yeah, it's a community feeling. It's very much like we get to know each other better. And when we do journaling or practicing our intuitive circle, it helps to beef up your. I would say when you practice it, it becomes more easily accessible to you each time, and so that grows in your life. And it's just wonderful to have a community that comes from where you're coming from and listens and shares, and it just feels great to know we're in it together, and to hold each other in that love and light that we experience ourselves. So,
And one other thing, Leslie, that I've really been thinking about is when you have a community that is each month offering a little bit, that what happens is it makes it possible for transformational tools to do more, because we don't have to work so hard to bring in the money that it takes to offer the different programs that we have that allow us to do things like this, just like we're on StreamYard. StreamYard has been a wonderful program for us. And so that's the other thing, is that you are supporting these possibilities that we are doing when you join the Vortal. And then those of you who are already part of the Vortal, I would really ask you to invite your friends that you think could be served by the Vortal. And we have a once a month get together, and you get to know some more of the people on the Vortal. And we learn so much from each other. It's just a joy to be together.
I agree. Okay, it looks like we're ready for our live personal readings for people. And we'll start off with Sandra.
Okay, let me get us situated here. There we go. All right, Sandra, let's see what we have for you today. Okay. Okay, Sandra, you got wings. Oh, I just love wings.
Mm.
And let me just look here. Wings is numbers 5 and 11, and it's about flying free. You know, the more that we let go of the things that are heavy in us and hold us down, the more that we move into this energy that's our true energy, our true way of understanding ourselves and who we are and why we're here. So, Sandra, as you let go of anything, what I'm feeling is going back to this idea of that was on Sid's card. Hold today, hold light in the shadows. If there are any shadows that you feel, hold light in the shadows, because that is part of allowing yourself to fly free with this beautiful luminary called uh, wings. And sometimes I think you might even experience almost like wings are growing out of the back of your shoulders. And I mean, I felt that, especially when I was in training. I was just going, whoa, feels like I have wings in the back of my shoulders. Um, and I think that's just the way of the universe saying, you know, you're more than you really think you are. We all probably have some angelic energy in us, and we all have the possibility to fly free. So that's what I get for you today,
Mm.
Sandra. By
Mhm.
the way, Sandra and I finally got connected on Facebook and
Oh,
Messenger. So,
oh, good.
um, and it really makes it easier for me to make sure. I want to make sure she gets the cards that we use, and um, she's just been such a wonderful addition to what we do on Fridays.
That's so cool. Um, Jamie or Sandra, your color card is Lesson in Gold. What you're learning now will soon become your strength. And possibly that has to do with letting go and flying free while that light is in your shadow, while you're allowing the light to be in your shadows. And sometimes when the light is in your shadows, it'll illuminate something that goes, oh, I am learning this thing and I'm really getting it. Or, yeah, or um, I'm seeing that part of it is learning to fly, to let go more, and to allow. The word allow comes through very, very much.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
very.
To just allow the wings to carry you, because it's not, some of it's our effort for sure, but this is an energy that says, if I mean, you look at a bird and the bird has to let go and just put its wings out there and dive into the air, and the air is what carries it along. So that's what I'm getting.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, allow. All right, Will is next.
All right. Well, let's see what's up for you for this week. Okay. I think this was expanding, is it not? I
Yes,
somehow,
yes,
yeah.
it is.
And it's the numbers 6, 12, and 24. But just look at the beauty of this thing. I mean, it's so bright and so the um, aqua a turquoise color in there. It's so beautiful. And that is part of what we're feeling. And notice all the little figures around there. It's like we're expanding into all of what we are. And what I'm seeing is, I just get really strongly for you, um, Will, that you have so much assistance that is there. All those little figures are part of the assistance that's there for you while you're expanding. And the biggest word I get that's like on a big billboard is trust.
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 Mm. Trust the thrust. That's what I'm hearing.
I trust the thrust. Okay.
Because it's definitely happening. I got two cards. The first one was Lesson in Purple. And it says transcend your difficulties. And I didn't get that it was like, ooh, something's hard. I got it like um, transcend what you might see as, oh, how am I going to work this out? Or how am I going to, make this happen? That kind of thing. It's like, just trust that it'll open right up. As you look at it and consider it, boom, there it'll be. And that's part of trusting the thrust too.
You know
So,
what else I get with that is trust the flow, your own personal flow, because that will be the right timing. It'll be the right opportunity. There'll be the right helpers that come along.
mhm, yep. And the other one was lesson in orange. Lesson in orange. Allow all your emotions to be felt as you go along. Um, that really speaks for itself. It's allowing what comes through to be expressed, and from joy to like, well, I don't know, or I mean, how we have just such a range of emotions to come through. It's just like, and I'm getting that it's the expression part of the emotions, you know, with expanding that. When the numbers say to me, like you're starting at 6 and you rev up your motor and you go to 12, I'm at 12. Well, now let's really go. Oh, I'm going up to 24, and it's exponentially expanding. So as you trust this thrust, emotions will come up and you go, okay, there's that. And just feel them and acknowledge them and go, yep, that's what's happening. And the purple will really take you in the flow. That's what I'm feeling. And, when we look at them on the screen here,
Yeah,
we see that there's purple in that, kind of
yeah,
a
there
light
is.
purple in the outside.
Outside, yeah.
Mhm. So it's
You
like
know,
directional.
that the other thing that I get is that this orange is also about attracting the the special way that he is going to be putting together his ideas. It will be uniquely his. That it's part of that working with your own intuition, which is also the purple, and your own sense of what this is about. And it's not about how somebody else has done it. And I think, Will, you've already been working with things and accepting that those are there. Um, and I would say, just let that creativity flow and let that intuition be part of that.
Yeah. Yep. You put it in more succinct words, but what I was, it's along that same line I was getting. Okay, Sid. Sid.
All right, Sid. Let's see what's up in these cards for you. Oh, I love this one. Dawning.
Hmm.
Love dawning. Dawning is the number 11, which means you've just gone um, into the higher numbers. And this is your opportunity to don't stop. Just keep letting these energies flow so that you go into your own expansion. And dawning is like there's a new day dawning. There's a new that's coming in. Here's something from the book. Life renews itself from moment to moment. Accept your new growth with faith, even as you push through the fog of uncertainty. Passionately throw open your windows to the dawn. Live fully. Every moment counts. So, Sid, this is a big, big opportunity for you. And life renews itself from moment to moment. Remember that. And remember that you can accept your growth with faith. No need to have any questioning of it. It is who you are. So it is.
Beautiful. The color card that came up for you was Strength in Black.
Ooh,
In
that's
black.
a great one.
And as you look at the card, guess what's around the edge? Black. So it's a great fit. And it says focused, the strength of black is focused, transforming, and full of potential. So again, I think this just puts another um, focus on what Arlene was saying about flowing into your expansion. Um, that the transformation potential, that potential is there, and the energy of potential is surrounding that um, dawning for you. So it's a very, I just get a very strong feeling with it.
Me too.
Mhm.
It's like what I get with the black is how deep it is. There's so much in that depth, so much to explore, so much to um, bring into form. So don't stop now.
Don't stop. Love it. All right, Grace is here today and ready for reading.
Okay, did you get Jeannie Savari on there?
Yep.
Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, so what I'm doing this for is Grace. I'm glad that Grace got on today.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one for Grace. This one has to do with presence of the divine, presence of your helpers, presence of the angels. It's like you have so much that's around you, Grace, that is helping you. I know you feel it, but sometimes because things don't quite flow, it's hard to trust it. But this card is telling you to trust. Trust the presence of so much that's here with you at this time.
Yes. The card is coming, but it's being a little,
I dropped one, so I don't know.
yeah. Okay, so this was the card,
Yeah.
and the color card is Strength in Blue.
Ooh, nice.
In blue.
Yeah, blue and that purple that's in there, or even indigo that's in there, is really helpful when they come up together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the words are peaceful, creative, and flowing. As you bring in that chakra that is your expressiveness, your throat area, that and you can do that during the week. Is just think of blue there and thank it for being there, for helping you to express that presence and the I would say really communicate with presence this week. Either have the card out or just know that that indigo and that blue and turquoise, they're all shades of blue there, and and kind of a purplish if you look in there too. So
You know, that center just
that's center.
keeps telling me that there's angelic energy here
Hmm.
for Grace.
Yes, yes. So blue is going to be supporting that.
Yeah.
Peaceful, creative, and flowing. I think
Yes.
all of them are important. Peaceful, creative, flowing. Yeah,
Get chills as you say that. Yeah,
yeah.
very much so.
All right, Jeannie S.
All right, Jeannie. We're
Nice to
so happy
see
to have you here, Jeannie.
you. Yes.
This one's love. This is a
Ooh,
beautiful card. It's all about how love has always been here, even when we didn't maybe thought it wasn't. And the numbers for this are 2 and 8. And it's look at all the colors in there, Jeannie. All of those colors are supporting you. They're the lighter colors. They're really high frequency colors, and they're just wanting to love you and hold you in their arms and have them move through your body and your energy field and just allow yourself to experience these colors and the love that they bring and this card that's bringing you all that love.
hmm, beautiful. Your color card is Lesson in Silver. Lesson in Silver. I would say this is about opening to receive, opening to receive information and receive that love, and maybe at a new level that you haven't experienced.
Yeah.
You haven't let it in as much, and but now it's saying this week would be a great time to choose that. And silver is such a high and receptive energy. It's just I just see it kind of around the outside edges of love here. Just being out there and beaming to you to choose what you value, choose what you love, and um, and really be aware of choosing that this week. Like I like this, but what do I love? What do I really want to bring into my heart? What do I want to acknowledge that I am drawn to and find fulfilling for myself?
And silver is a feminine quality, which means that it is something that gives you access to your knowing inside. And as you wear, if you have silver jewelry, as you wear that, bless the silver and ask it to be with you because it really wants to bless you and bring you a higher understanding of yourself, and that you can sit with that because that will you it will have a message for you, the higher understanding of yourself.
Yes, that's right along there with choosing what you love. You know. Okay, and Sherry, she hasn't been here for a while, but she says hello. And
Hi,
she would like
Sherry.
Sherry.
All
Yeah.
right, let's see what's up for Sherry. All right, this one is the one that's called the spheres of intention. So, Sherry, what this spheres of intention has the numbers 11 and 12. So again, it's in those higher frequencies. If you notice the circles that are in that, it's like you're right in the center. And as you put out your intentions, they go out and they attract what you need to go follow through on those intentions. It may be people, it may be ideas, it may be what you need to make something happen. Just know that you are being supported, and this particular luminary is here for you to remind you that this is the time for you to put out what you truly desire. And that will have to do with who you are and what service you came into this life to provide. And it'll get clearer and clearer. You may already know a lot of this, but it'll get clearer to you as you work with the this luminary.
And as you as you work with it, the lesson will be in indigo.
Oh, that's a great one.
Indigo is a great high frequency, and it is saying the lesson is trust what you know. So as you are putting your intentions out there and they become clearer, trust that what's coming to you is is coming from your inner knowing, and that you are being shown um, to trust this situation, trust what comes to you, trust that what you put out there will come to you in its perfect way. You know, sometimes we say, I'd like it to come in this way, but when we're really open to having it come without putting restrictions on it, it can come in a certain time, it can come in a certain way from a certain person, or some kind of communication that comes your way. So just be open and trust that if your intentions and your desires will be coming to you as you put them out there. And this does include lots of other connections with people, with, like I said, different ways of it coming to you.
So, Jeannie, the other thing I want to tell you is that um, this this indigo
This
is
is
very connected to the lesson indigo. The indigo is very connected to the very beginning of creation, to that which you may call God or that others may call the divine source. You know, we have a lot of different names for it, but this is really about connecting to that beautiful knowing that is in the universe, but it's also in us.
Yeah, and she meant Sherry, not Jean.
Oh, I was thinking about Jeannie. Well, Jeannie, that was for Jeannie.
Oh, okay.
All right, Sherry. All right, let me just get back to Sherry because, wow.
These were Sherry's cards.
Yeah. Okay, Sherry. Well, one of the things that I want you to see is that there is indigo in this luminary. And what I'm getting is what you want to do, Sherry, is work with the gold that is shown on here. This is the I don't know what's the name of it, saffron gold.
Saffron. Mhm.
Yeah, and this is what the color that monks wear, and it is very um, uh, uh, what not religious, but very spiritual, and it needs to be a part of your working with the lesson in indigo.
Yeah, and since it's the strength in indigo that came up, the these two, when these two work together, it's like powerhouse. I mean, to me, having worked with them before, it's like your intuition's open, your inner knowing gets opened by the gold, and when those two work together, they balance each other in a way that allows messages and circumstances to come to you in a really easy, kind of flowy way. And that if you're paying attention, you're going to get it. So really pay attention this week.
And also, this idea of things that are coming to you, be sure and be open to the messages that come to you as well, as you put out your intentions for what you would like to bring into this world.
Yes. 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 Okay. Yes. Good. I like what Sandra said about, divine timing. We put things
Yes.
out and wait for divine timing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it for today. So,
So we have a few minutes. Do you want? Let's pick a card for. I'll pick a luminary for you, and you can
okay.
pick a color card for me. Okay. Let me see what your luminary is.
Did you say you want a color card or you want a luminary?
Color card. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it's this one, which
Matrix.
is
Matrix.
no, it's Neomatrix. Yeah, Neomatrix. You're right. Yeah. All right. I am not surprised that this one came up for you because I feel like we are all working on a new matrix, a new configuration of our energy field, a new configuration of how we live our life and what that looks like. So I really think, and I love the pink that's in here too. That pink is really important for you this week.
Okay.
And just go into the center of this card because it's going to tell you more about your matrix.
Okay.
It's very complicated.
Yeah.
It's simple but very complicated. It has a lot of lines to it, so you have a lot of depth to your new matrix.
Okay. Well, your color card was lesson in lime green.
Okay. Woo-hoo. What are you getting about that?
Well, it says use your power with integrity and use magenta for balance. I'm getting it's both. You use them both, not just the lesson in lime green, but as you're moving into this power place, this new place of power for yourself, um, anything that would challenge it or say, oh, I don't know, it's like, no, this is where I'm going. And this is, you know, very sturdy. I can't think of another word that kind of goes with that, but um, magenta is going to be important to bring in with it because it's that complement allows you to be very um, um, loving to yourself as you move into this place. And yes, it takes, physical stuff, but it wants to come through in a way that isn't only physical, but it's, a new kind of shift of energy for you. Um, yeah, you feel a lot of things physically that might shift a bit as this new way of perceiving comes in. That's what I'm getting very strongly.
I've been working on this whole thing of perceiving from the fifth dimension. So I got a little sidetracked from that. I think I want to go back to that.
Yeah.
And what I find is when I perceive from the fifth dimension, it is way more of a broad and deep kind of way of seeing things.
Mm.
I think my biggest question for me is timing, because and it seems to keep changing. So if I'm thinking of doing something and then all of a sudden I go, well, I don't feel any energy around that. So I'm sure that we're all in that kind of fluid space, and we have to just stay with that until it feels like there it is.
Yeah, and when it's a new way coming to you, it's not always perceived right away. and it's like, well, I usually perceive things this way, and they're really clear, and they come in that way. But this is saying, "Oh, over here, listen over here." So yeah, I was just really getting that there's a new response of yours that's going to be coming in that'll help you to not I don't know if it's upgrade, but help you to refine how you really,
Refines the word. It is.
yeah,
You.
refine your messages.
Well, we're so grateful for all of you who are here. I just feel your energy so much, and it just feels so supportive. And we're just, please come back each week because we have new people now and then, and they feel that supportive energy, and it really helps them. And hopefully, that it will help you as you go through whatever's happening in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetness and the strength in light.
Yes.
That's powerful.
Yay. Those are going to be great this week. Yeah. All right. Thank you for sharing. Yes. All blessings. Yes. For everyone here.
Yeah, wonderful connections. Yeah.
Mhm. Have a wonderful week. And
Yes,
hopefully we'll
please.
see you back here next week and get more information, see how
Yeah.
things are going.
Yeah. All right.
All
Bye
right.
for now.
Bye.